Social Security says it will no longer send out paper checks, and President Trump says pharma tariffs could eventually reach up to 250%. Jane King is at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more in today's Morning Business Report.
Good morning. President Trump told CNBC's Squawk Box that planned tariffs on pharmaceuticals imported into the U.S. could eventually reach up to 250%. That is the highest rate he's threatened so far. Now, he said they won't start that high, but could get there eventually. The tariffs are the president's bid to incentivize drug companies to move manufacturing operations to U.S. at a time when domestic drug production has shrunk dramatically over the last few decades. The president also will issue tariff semiconductors this week. Social Security will phase out paper checks nationwide starting September 30th. Less than 1% of beneficiaries still receive paper checks, which cost 50 cents compared to 15 cents for electronic transfers. This should also reduce theft. The Social Security webpage has directions how to enroll in direct deposit. Stocks were little changed yesterday. Tech stocks lagged as investors digested the latest batch of earnings. Well, collectively, Americans owe $1.2 trillion on their credit cards. That's according to a new report from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. That is in line with last year's record high. A separate report from Equifax found many consumers are continuing to spend despite elevated prices and high borrowing costs. And a new documentary follows nuns who helped refugees escape Ukraine as the Russian invasion took place. Director Mike Dorsey says the nuns helped 36 refugees as well as family members of soldiers escape.
That is the message that I want to get out to people is you can help. There's a lot of NGOs and nonprofit groups that are helping refugees. There's some in this country in the U.S. I have friends who have helped have Ukrainian families stay at their home.
The documentary is showing now on Apple TV, Google Play Movie, and Fandango at Home. From the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with your Morning Business Report.